For pound, the best home fragrance and beauty products, you need to go to asskicking.com.
What's up?
There it goes.
What's going on, y'all?
Dante Foxy Nation. Damn, you're all over the place.
All over.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So when you watch these images, the first thing that jumps out at you guys is obviously Robert Easter's height advantage over Mikey Garcia. The fight was just officially announced for July 28th. Today, we already knew the fight was going down. It's just this was the official announcement that the fight is going down. Now, going back to these images, I know that when everyone's seen these pictures and they seen Robert Easter's height advantage, there was some type of concern. Even for the fans who said Mikey is going to destroy Robert Easter is out of his league, he has no chance, etc., etc. Pictures say 1,000 words. And I truly believe, I'm not saying that automatically a lot of these fans now they think that Robert Easter is going to win the fight, at least the ones that are picking Mikey Garcia. But what I'm saying is there are obvious concerns there when you look at the natural advantages that Robert Easter has over Mikey Garcia. And if these images don't concern you enough, then what Mikey Garcia said before this fight was official, that should concern you. Because Mikey Garcia actually said to me in my interview about a year ago, he said, I believe Robert Easter may be the toughest champion to beat because of his reach and his height advantage. And once again, when you see these pictures, you see what Mikey Garcia was alluding to. You guys have to remember, Mikey Garcia is usually the taller guy in the ring. Like when he fought against Orlando Salido, when he fought against a lot of his opponents, he's usually a little bit taller than them. He's usually the fighter that's using his reach, his height, keeping him at a distance so he can set up that beautiful right hand that he lands with that accurate jab. Okay? So with that being said, now for the first time, Mikey Garcia, he's in the ring with a guy who's going to have the height reach advantage and also knows how to box, has natural athleticism, rhythm, etc., etc. Now, what I think is a misnomer or a misconception is when people try to compare Robert Easter to Adrian Broner. I keep hearing fans say, oh, you know, he's not even better than Adrian Broner, etc., etc., etc. First of all, even if that were the case, let's just say hypothetically it were true that Broner was better than Robert Easter. It wouldn't matter in this situation because when Broner fought against Mikey Garcia, Broner did not let his hands go. So we didn't even get to see a Broner that's active and out there trying to win the fight. The reason why I say this is because when Robert Easter gets in the ring, I can guarantee you he will not freeze up. He won't fold up. He won't be gun shy. He's going to be very aggressive in this fight. I'm telling you guys that right now. And Mikey Garcia is going to be aggressive as well. So once again, you can't compare Robert Easter to Adrian Broner because Adrian Broner did not fight in that fight. Okay? So this is a great matchup, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see how Mikey is going to deal with the height and reach advantage. I know a lot of fans say, oh, well, Robert Easter is tall, but he fights like a short guy. Robert Easter only does this. So you guys have to really pay attention to what's going on in these fights. Robert Easter only does this when he has to play the role of the aggressor, when he has an opponent who's moving away from him and he has to come forward, or if a fighter forces their way on the inside, Robert Easter doesn't have a problem fighting on the inside. That's actually a plus if you really think about it, because the average tall fighter does not know how to fight in the inside or on the inside. You know what I mean? Most fighters, they can only fight on the outside if they're long and rangy. Robert Easter can do both. That's what makes him so much more of a threat compared to other Mikey Garcia opponents. Okay? Robert Easter, he showed a great chin when he was in there with was it Richard Comey? I mean, he showed adversity dealing with so many different styles. Now, when it comes to Mikey Garcia, we already know these things about Mikey Garcia. But the question is, how does Mikey Garcia deal with an opponent that has the same type of attributes that he has? And some advantages on top of all of them. So, you know, this is going to be an interesting fight, guys. And I say all of this just so people can understand that this is not going to be an easy fight for Mikey Garcia. It's not going to be an easy fight because I once again, I hear so many fans saying that Mikey is going to just drag him through the ground, drag him through the streets, basically. You know, it's going to be an easy fight for Mikey Garcia. I don't see this as an easy fight. I don't see this as an easy fight for Mikey or an easy fight for Robert Easter. This should be a very, very competitive fight, and I would not be surprised if someone really gets hurt in this fight. Because I know for a fact, if Robert Easter is going to be swinging for the fences, so will Mikey Garcia. Mikey has displayed tremendous power at 140 and 135. I talked to some of Mikey Garcia's sparring partners. They told me he hits like a middleweight. Matter of fact, it was a middleweight sparring partner telling me this. He said he's like one of the hardest punchers he's ever sparred with when I went out to Mikey Garcia's camp. So this is going to be a good fight, guys. It's going to be a real good fight. I look forward to watching it. July 28th is going down. That's all I got for now, and I'll be talking a lot more about this fight when I get back in the States. I'm still out of the country right now and in Thailand. I'll be back in about a week. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.